I'm back for yet another part of your Colosseum. Shut up, fam. No, I'm just kidding. You're keeping me cool, so I appreciate that. Alright, let's go ahead and get into our next series of battles here. Last time we took on, Tien, then we took on Whis and Beers. Now we got Videl, Great Saiyaman 1 and 2, and then Jocko. So that is likely going to do it for today. I gotta upload another video today that I've been meaning to upload for a long time now. It was another raid I did with a couple friends, and my buddy Roderick Legend. I actually haven't shown him off in any of my videos, so I've been wanting to do that as well. Plus, he's got a really cool looking character, if I'm being honest. And while I'm plugging, other friends of mine, I'm going to go ahead and take that opportunity to do the same for my favorite Hero Colosseum content creators, such as Unleashed, Rockin' Robo, Raven Gaming, Mug the Dude. You're going to hear me mention them in every part, and I apologize for that. It's just that I'm a big fan of each and every one of them. And again, I highly recommend you go and check out their content out, because they are really good at this compared to me, if I'm being honest. And before I go ahead and go through with the turn, I'm just going to take a second to look at all their new posing skills here. That's a really neat skill you got for Videl here. Unleashed. Place on a trigger square for plus 500 to own attack, defense, and speed, and that of an ally positioned behind. That's awesome. Alright, nothing too crazy with Goku. Somewhat, he's got the same thing for Gohan here, looks like. Justice Lover, Colosseum of Doom, placed on a trigger square for plus 500 to own attack, defense, speed, and that of the ally positioned in front, repeatable. So that's cool. He made posing skills for them to work with each other, pretty much. And you know what's funny is, Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 didn't even come out until, like, updates later. You know, as in after these characters were shown using decks of their own. So, I don't know why they chose to do that, but it's just weird. I don't get it, Demps. I don't get it. Let's go ahead and start with this fight, though. One thing I have noticed is, compared to Mug the Dude, I'm very, very lucky for some reason with getting lower numbers. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I just want you to know I'm not using any tools or anything to, like, get those lower rolls. I'm just very lucky with getting low numbers, I guess, when I'm trying to use an SEC deck. And, while we're on the topic of Mug the Dude, I will definitely go ahead and agree with, his view on the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Evolved Vegeta figure here. I think this is probably the best figure, potentially, in the game. I would say overall, not just focused on blowing your opponent back in just one turn. You know, like the, Karate Chop action Vegeta Evolved figure. I mean, like, overall for, like, with a team and whatnot, because look at the skill here. You place him on a trigger square for plus 500 to an attack and speed, and that's repeatable, and I've got him made for a default, 10 out of 10 dupes into his attack, so he already starts off with 7,000, and then he just gets stronger from there. And then he also does minus 10% damage dealt by all opponents placed until the end of the next turn, and an additional minus 10% to damage dealt by attacked opponents until the end of the next turn. That's really crazy to me. And then, not only is he getting faster and stronger, look at his HP and look at his defense. For a figure like this, that is very, very good. You can easily make up for that with figures allied with him, such as Whis, Vados. There are just so many crazy figures and so many crazy things you can do with this figure to help him out, to make him even better. And I think that may or may not be why he is the exclusive you are Vegeta Evolved version. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. And the reason I say that is because you can actually outspeed the 01 Vegeta Evolved figure. And the way to do that easily is to put out a Speed Bikini Videl and put out like 2 Super Vegetos with him, and you're easily going out speed. And he's going to lose defense too, and he's not going to be able to survive. You run a 3-lane setup, and there's no chance of you surviving. So that is why I would say that a lot of people, including myself, don't really seem to be that crazy OP compared to, say, the likes of Speed Gohan or, you know, 01 Jiren. Because at least with Jiren, he's not only adding defense to your master. I'll have to go back and look. I think he's also adding it to himself. Don't quote me on that. I think it might just be attack and speed, but he's got decent enough defense to make up for it, plus the 01 skills he's been putting on him. Whereas compared to with Evolved Vegeta, that's really not the case. And yeah, the stat gains that he's gaining are definitely stronger, but he's also looking out for your master, which is a huge bonus in my opinion. I mean, he's adding plus 2,000 defense to your master, so I would say that Jiren is slightly better in that regard. But anyway, if you're looking for like comparison videos, I would recommend checking out Mug the Dude, because he does a lot of that as well, which I think is really cool. That's stuff I usually always look forward to. And as you can see here, Videl stands no chance against this deck, so we're going to go ahead and blow her back, and then we'll get into facing Gohan here. And I picked that by mistake like an idiot. Oh well, I'm still going to win. Let's just skip that. And they still couldn't kill my Vados. That's funny. And we don't need to see all the dialogue here. If you want to see all that, I would say go check out either my playthrough on it or Robo's or, you know, Unleashed. I think Unleashed has a playthrough done on it. I'm not sure if Freeman Gaming has a playthrough done on it. I have to go back and check. But honestly, if you're that curious about all the dialogue, just go and watch, you know, one of those playthroughs. I did it again, didn't I? I apologize, folks. So we're actually going to go ahead and restart because, dang it, I want to show off all the changes that Unleashed made. Such a waste of time. Master's HP falls below 50% by the end of a turn, plus 1,000 to your attack. That's not bad. And right here, like I mentioned a couple parts ago, he went ahead and fixed this. It should be 30%, not 70%. Seriously, I don't know why Dimps doesn't catch easy little fixes that they could be making. I mean, it just goes to show how lazy they are with a few things. And it's just, I don't like it. I don't know what to say other than I don't like it. Alright, now that I went ahead and properly showed all those off, let's go ahead and get started with the fight. And I will be taking a lot of damage here, and I will take that damage. If I'm being honest, I don't care as long as I can get rid of their Videl here, because that is the Speed Bikini Videl, because that is a huge, huge threat. Counter? Yes! I'm just getting lucky with these today. You know, that is one thing I do want to go ahead and mention. I don't know how accurate this is. I feel like a lot of the exclusive UR figures just have a better chance of getting counterattacks. Don't quote me on that, but I would say that's worth testing out. And I only say that as well because of things like defensive Vados here. She gets a counterattack almost like all the time. Not just for me, but on Rock and Robo as well. And I think Monk will do it even. I don't know how true that is, but it's definitely something I've noticed. That should be enough. Yeah, we don't need to sit here and watch that. Alright, come on, load. That's nice. Ain't nobody curve. Alright, went ahead and we already took care of Videl and Gohan. Now let's go ahead and just go kill Jocko here. And I'm gonna work on saying that less, I apologize. Again, I just had a beer. And I'm like the lightest of lightweights you will ever meet, so... Focus. I am actually curious about this deck. I want to go ahead and... Good thing, and I'm still doing it. Let's go over Jocko's deck here. There's an empty slot here. You missed one unleashed. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but yeah, there's an empty slot right there. So you place him anywhere, and he gets to attack the Master. That's so crazy, man. Place it from the front row for plus 700 tone attack, repeatable. Jesus. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead. Stop doing that. Stop it. Stop it. And again, I'm sorry for that. Because I'm sure it doesn't... I mean, it's probably annoying a few of you, but it annoys me more. Because if it annoys me, it's going to annoy everybody else. So I need to just stop doing that. You could play a drinking game with how many times I've been saying, let's go ahead and etc, etc. I'm sure a couple of you would be passed out drunk by now. Counter? No, of course not. Alright, so what I think I'm gonna do here Let's do a 3-column setup. I'm gonna attempt to outspeed. I don't expect to. Of course not. Well, let's see what happens, I guess. Okay, good. So thankfully, I still keep all my figures. Jocko just lost his Beerus. He's gonna lose his Vegeta here. Please one shot. Dang it. Yes! Okay, good counterattack. Where are we at in recording? This one's actually going by pretty quick here. Yeah, you know, we're probably going to call it anyway after this one. I have another video I need to upload here as well, so I just want to go ahead and get it, you know, all done out of my way. And if anyone's wondering whether or not I'll be making a playlist on the Colosseum of Doom itself, yes, I'll be working on that, but I'm not going to make it until after, you know, the playthrough's all done. But I will go ahead and do that for all of you, so it's all right there in one convenient list. You don't have to go through all my videos and look for which part you want to see. And I make a list as I'm going along right now, but just trust me, it's going to save a lot of time in the long run for everybody. So if you happen to see something that's not the Hero Colosseum move doing your sub box, I mean, you can feel free to just skip over it and then wait for another notification on it later. And when I say that, of course, I don't mean you have to like and sub if you want to catch the rest. I mean, it's up to you. This is just something I do for fun on the side, but I appreciate anybody who has been coming, you know, to my channel to stop by and see what it's all about, and I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you want to see more, then awesome. I'll still be putting out stuff, so look forward to that. And that is pretty much going to do it for this one. And next time I will catch you guys when we move on to more difficult battles, such as Vados. I expect this to be quite more difficult than Jocko. Let's see, we've also got Pan, and then Frost. So I will catch you guys in the next one, and we'll take on Vados, Pan, and if we have time, we'll get to Frost, but that's going to do it for this one. Peace.